Co for part 2 of Thursday night's live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. We are going to be selling some records. Let me make sure everybody's found the right thing. First in with bid, but they gave it to next guy, same price. Tim Lassiter. Not for sure what that means. That was the last comment from earlier. He was on an old feed. Yeah, he's mad because there's something. Publix fried chicken. I had some Chipotle and Little Debbie's. Little Debbie. I don't need plural Little Debbie's. I got to hit the gym tonight. I haven't been to the gym in about 5 days. I just feel terrible when I don't. I feel absolutely terrible. My legs start hurting. That's why I was talking about my leg feeling. My chiropractor is a very good professional. One of the best. Possibly the best. And she pretty much told me that my legs hurt when I don't exercise. And that was true. I think it was about a year ago we got snowed in and I didn't move, for 3 or 4 days. My legs were hurting. It's because I hadn't exercised. Got to keep those legs moving. All right, so this is going to be a quick recap of everything tonight. I'll try to find a crate of records maybe we hadn't gone through in a while. So if you're with us, you're a hardcore Coletco fan, and I thank you. We're going to go through some stuff. Buy it now, best offer. We're going to get some stuff sold. And I'm going to do some condensing right now. We've sold a lot of vintage tonight. Some of these bins are pretty much almost empty. So like I said, yeah, if you're back with us, thank you. We'll be got a nice part 2, and then me and Tanner's going to get to work. Tanner's going to start shipping some stuff tonight. I'm going to start pricing records. I think I'm going to go to the gym, try to work out, wake myself up, and then I'm going to stay up all night. So Vicky, sorry about the sleep you just asked me to get. Tonight, it's not going to happen. We got a lot to get caught up on shipping, and I got to price stuff from that Murfreesboro collection. I got to start taking pictures of the punk records from Austin. Lots to do. Lots to do. Can everybody hear me? Let me see some comments. Say something. Put something up there so I know you're watching. Give me something. Give me 3 steps. All right. Watches. Brent says something. All right. So this guy, he's, I don't want to reveal a name, but he's a pretty good customer. He bought from us, but sometimes he's just really hard to get a hold of. And we've lost contact with him for about several months now. I'm going to show this record. It sold at auction. I'm going to show you what he paid for it, and it's a buy it now. It's $100. We auctioned off a censored one last week. You may want this because it's a top copy. It's in shrink wrap. It has the hype sticker, and it's uncensored. It's $100, and that's what he paid for it. $100. And that's sold very quickly to Brent Rabley. I was about to say the censored one I think we sold for $70 or so last time, and this is a really nice copy. That's sold to Brent Rabley. I got some stuff over here that didn't get paid for. James Bragg was second on that. All right, he got one of these in his order too. It's highly sought after. It's almost a low number. I could put it on eBay or Discogs right now and sell it in no problem. I'm going to sell it to one of y'all. It's a little bit more than what they originally were, but if you want it, It's $75. It's cherry pie. Limited numbered music on vinyl. This is $75. Number 332. Cherry pie. If you don't have one of those already, if you already got one from me, you got a good deal. If you don't have one from me, that's about, well, I hadn't actually checked them in a while, but I know they're not cheap. There's no way they could be. Marty Ellis got that. Yeah, I was just reading, Jeff, I was just reading about that. I was about to tell Tanner about it. So Roger Waters and David Gilmour is into it again, which is not good for me because that means I'm never going to see them in concert. At this point, I just want to see David Gilmour. I've seen Roger Waters. I didn't go see him the last time he came. So, all right, this was a recent putback. $74.99. This was a recent putback, as in from this last week. $74.99. This is the Allman Brothers. An Evening with the Allman Brothers. And I know there was multiple people back up on this. This is from that Murfreesboro collection. Pressed at RTI. It is the orange vinyl. And that is $74.99. $74.99. An Evening with the Allman Brothers. First set. That's sold to Brent Raveley. I was about to say, there is multiple people next on that one, too. I'm selling some good putbacks here. That's sold to Brent Raveley. Tanner, that sticker that's on the back. And let's go ahead and run this on auction. This guy bought... he bought a lot of stuff from us, and then he just... he had a lot of unpaid invoices, and so we're going to auction this again. Bo Diddley in the Spotlight. This is an autographed Bo Diddley LP. It's a $40 start. Bo Diddley in the Spotlight. It's autographed by Bo Diddley. It says Bo Diddley 87. That's 100% authentic. That's a $40 start. That did not get paid for. $40 start on that. Water does some spoken word over the instrumentals. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy listening to that or not. Re-recording Dark Side of the Moon, that's like re-recording Abbey Road or re-recording Led Zeppelin 1 or something. $99.99. Red vinyl. The Beatles, 62 to 66. Red vinyl. Mike says like re-recording Sgt. Pepper's. Yeah, just don't make sense. Red vinyl, 62 to 66. The Beatles. Red vinyl, 62 to 66. Right here. That was a recent putback as well. I got some great new vinyl to go through. And let me condense my last crate here and we'll get started. Bo Diddley's at $40. Do you have the blue one too? Kind of. So the person who bought this didn't recall buying it, but I don't know what happened. Josh said it was a putback though. We're not really for sure, or I guess we are for sure, but either way it's a putback. When I sold it, I'm pretty sure I said I have the blue one. Whoever buys it, we haven't ran across the blue one yet from the Bowling Green. Whoever buys it, we will take note of it, and I will make sure you get the blue one too. Yes, remember I wanted it if you found the blue one. Okay, we had Hendry down for it, but he was a little confused, and we were too. So Michael was backup. Okay, so Michael, if you want this one, then I'll guarantee whenever the blue one comes in, you can have it. Final call on Bo Diddley at $40. We're about to sell that for $40. And let's go through a crate. Let's go through these. All right, so vintage new arrivals for tonight. The Beatles for sale, 1984 UK pressing, and this is near mint. The Beatles for sale, 1984 UK pressing. Beatles for sale, very, very nice. You should take a look at the label. Yeah, this is unplayed. Unplayed. Michael Nath, is that Beatles comment for this one or the Red album? Is this one for the one I just showed or the Red album? That was awfully fast. I think he might have been claiming the Red album. I won't forget that you get the blue whenever I find it. All right, let's go ahead and sell Bo Diddley to Brent Raveley for $40, and Michael gets the Red album with a notation. Tanner, you into my Girl Scout cookies? Tanner has opened up my Girl Scout cookies. Great. Well, I'll be eating on those the rest of the night. Elton John, a very special collection. Elton John. This is a pretty cool release. Elton John, a very special collection. Gatefold, Japanese press. This is going to be a $45 start. Has this multi-page lyric book with it. Elton John, a very special collection. $45 start. Your Song, Just Like Strange Rain. Skyline Pigeon. Country Comfort's Great. Border Song, Honky Tonk Women, and Lady Samantha. That's a $45 start. So the vinyl is near mint pristine. It's got some really cool songs on it. Some of them are well known. Some of them are a little bit deeper cuts. They were UK only singles. And that's called a very special collection. That's a Japanese press. $45 start. Elton John. Okay. Boz Scaggs, Middleman. So these are records we've already been through tonight. They're buy it now. If you want to make an offer on something, like I said, there's not going to be anything in here half off. But if we're close to price, I'll sell it to you. Boz Scaggs, Silk Degrees, $19.99. ZZ Top Eliminator, $34.99. Pat Travers, Making Magic, $19.99 for Pat Travers. Asia, $19.99 for the U.S., or you can have a Japanese for $45. Your pick. I've got two of them available right now. Asia, $19.99. Beatles for Sale was $39.99, Jason. $39.99. I'm looking for a $45 start on Elton. If they don't get a bid, if it doesn't get a bid, I will make it a buy it now. And I'll go ahead and put up the Commodores Natural High. The Commodore's Natural High Japanese press is a $25 start. $25 start. And that is near mint, pristine, with insert. $25 start on the Commodores. Chet Atkins, Stay Tuned, $9.99. Neil Young, Decade, $49.99. Triple LP, all of his best work, especially the early stuff. And this is in really nice condition. Can't speak highly enough of it. $49.99, Neil Young, Decade. Louisiana's LaRoe is $19.99. The Pretenders, Learning to Crawl. These are all records from part 1. And we have In Excess to Swing. That's one of the ones that I can't believe didn't sell. Gloria, first on Neil Young, Decade. First two auctions of part 2 was Elton John. Well, actually, we've already sold Bo Diddley. But first two Japanese auctions, $45 and $25 starts. Men Without Hats, Rhythm of Youth. That's $24.99. Bob Dylan at Budokan, and this was the one with white labels. White label promo, $49.99. White label promo, Bob Dylan at Budokan. Bob Seger Live Bullet, $29.99. Ike and Tina Turner, Come Together. EX, $24.99. Billy Joe, Piano Man, $19.99. Jeff Beck Flash was $19.99. REO Speedwagon 2, $19.99 on REO Speedwagon. Joe Walsh, But Seriously Folks, $19.99. Blues Brothers is $24.99. And JJKL Troubadour, 1970 Portugal pressing. Very interesting. Portugal, $34.99. Curious what that label looks like. Let's see what we have here. Portugal. Odd. Very odd. $34.99. James Bragg on REO Speedwagon. James Bragg on the REO Speedwagon 2. All right, you got that, James. Let me pull that for you. Let's see here. That's sold to James Bragg. Okay, Commodores. $25 buy it now. Who wants it? Anybody. $25 Commodores, Natural High. And Elton John is a $45 buy it now. They also made this on red vinyl. They're obviously more money, but they're pretty cool if you ever run across one. Hopefully I run across one here. But Elton John is a $45 buy it now. So $45 on Elton and $25 on the Commodores. I got some other Japanese pressings. We may just go through that crate next. The Pretenders is $19.99, Learning to Crawl. The Pretenders, Learning to Crawl. It is still available. It's $19.99. Jeff McIntosh takes Elton John for $45. I had got to Jimmy Buffett, One Particular Harbor, $19.99. The Blasters was $19.99. Toto Isolation, $19.99. And Bad Company, Desolation Angels, $19.99. Sell Jeff McIntosh, Elton John for $45. We're also going to sell Michael Nath, The Pretenders, for $17. Sell that to Michael Nath for $17. Let me grab 2 new auctions. We'll go ahead and put some up, or we'll put up 2 more. We have Wings, and we have another Billy Joel, 52nd Street. Wings at the Speed of Sound, and Billy Joel, 52nd Street. Wings at the Speed of Sound is going to be a $40 start. That is Paul McCartney. He was in a band called the Beatles, and then he was in a band, well, then he had a solo album, or a couple solo albums, and then he was in a band called Wings, and then he was back to Paul McCartney. I don't guess he's ever been in really any other band. Wings at the Speed of Sound, Japanese press, $40 start, has the Japanese insert with it. It has the original inner sleeve, and this is near mint, and it is pristine, and it is perfect, and that is a $40 start. Wings at the Speed of Sound, Japanese pressing. We also have Billy Joe, 52nd Street. This is a Japanese press. The obi has a little bit of a bend right here, just a little bit of a crease. That's about the only thing we can say. If that worries you, I'm sorry. Other than that, it's a beautiful copy. $35 start. We really nitpick these Japanese pressings. We really fine tooth comb them, whatever other words or analogies I'm trying to find. $35 start for that. 52nd Street. Okay, back up to the top. Rich Group Troubadour was $34.99. Then Mark Shelton got Bad Company. Brent Rabley, Bob Dylan. I will go ahead and sell you that. Sell Brent Rabley, Bob Dylan for $38. Rain takes JB. That was Jimmy Buffett. And then we're going to sell Jason, the Beatles, for $35. Those are all sold. Jason, you get the Beatles for sale. Nice UK press. That's sold to you for $35. Thank you. Looking for $35 or $40 and $35 starts on those other 2 auctions. Next record was Jeff Beck. That was There and Back. Jeff Beck, $19.99. Jethro Tull Benefit. Teachers on that one, $19.99. Best of Party Rock. This looked like a pretty good compilation. $14.99. Had a wide variety, including the Monkees, the Archies, 11 Spoonful, 4 Tops. That was $14.99. Leon Russell, Carney. That was in shrink wrap, $19.99. Toto Turn Back was $19.99. Toto Hydra, $19.99. Leonard Skinner's First and Last, $34.99. Jeff Beck Wired, $19.99 for Jeff Beck Wired. Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels Greatest Hits, $19.99. $19.99. Mudslide Slim, James Taylor, also $19.99. Arlo Guthrie, Hobo's Lullaby, that was a white label promo, $29.99. Brent said Jeff JB16. Was that for Jeff Beck, this one here? If so, yes, and sold to Brent. And Susie wants the Rock compilation. Turn Back. What was that one called? It's right in here somewhere. What happened to that one? Joe Walsh, Jeff Beck. He said yes, that was the right one. Here it is, Party Rock. That's sold to Susie Breedlove. John Cougar is still available, $19.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus, that was $19.99. And so was Bad Company Rough Diamonds. Rough Diamonds. Mitch Ryder, $14. If I showed that yet, let's see. Mitch Ryder. Let me figure out what we're looking at here. Mitch Ryder. Okay. Sell that to Brent Rabley. Well, it's a nice copy. $14. Sell that to Brent Rabley. The Motels, all for one, $19.99. Soul Survivors, $29.99. $29.99. And Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. $19.99 for Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. Yes, Tormato, that was $19.99. And Firesign Theater predicts In the Next World, You're on Your Own. That is $14.99. The price on ZZ Top was $34.99. Soul Survivors, sell that to Derek Paris for $24.99. And Clay Moore, I think you'll be my first counter. I will sell you in excess for $25. Now, I have a feeling if you don't buy it, when I posted in the group in the video, I can't believe this didn't sell, somebody who wasn't watching tonight, well, that will catch that 3-minute video, will probably buy it. But I'll sell it to you for $25. Clay Moore. I'm just going to go ahead and lay it over here. And then Alice Lowry, he said sold, so in excess 25. Alice Lowry, 15 for Phil Collins. And the price on Bad Company was $19.99. Rough Diamonds. Rough Diamonds. Paul Simon, self-titled, $14.99. Jimmy Buffett, You Had to Be There. That was $24.99. Jimmy Buffett, You Had to Be There. Four Tops Live in Concert, $14.99. Foreigner, Double Vision, $19.99. Blue Morning, Blue Day. Uriah Heep, Sweet Freedom, $19.99. Bananarama, True Confessions was $19.99. And Bob Seger, The Distance, $29.99. All right, if anybody wants wings, that's Paul McCartney and Wings at the Speed of Sound. That is going to be now a $40 buy it now. And if anybody wants Billy Joel, $35. Those are first come, first serves. You can buy them right now. First come, first serve in the comments, as we call it, or first to claim, first to comment. It's Wings at the Speed of Sound and Billy Joel, 52nd Street. Billy Joel, 52nd Street. That's a $35 buy it now as well. Let me move this around, get it back in its sleeve. All right, I think there's another crate of vintage. We're going to sell Clint Billy Joel for $30. Sure thing. Sell him 52nd Street here for $30 to Clint Howard. And I still got Wings, Asia, and something else over there that didn't sell. Let me see how many records are in this other bin. I think I can condense them down where they'll all fit. I think all, yep, that means pretty much all the vintage stuff we sold has sold. We've got it in one crate, so we've sold 3 crates of vintage tonight. Thank you. Firefall, Elon, that was $14.99. Moth the Hoople, Mad Shadows, $39.99. I'm Jesse Coulter, that was $19.99. Robert Gordon with Link Ray, that is $19.99. Carole King, Songs of Goffin and King, $14.99 for Carole King. ELO, Olay ELO, $19.99. Bob Welch, The Other One, $14.99. The Very Best of Jerry Butler, $9.99. Leon Russell, Hank Wilson's back, $19.99. And the Diner soundtrack, $19.99. Let me figure out what I had on Carole King, Michael Nath. Go ahead and sell that to Michael Nath for $12. And Wayne Titsworth. We may be a little bit too far apart on this one, but that doesn't mean I won't sell it to you. Let's see, Martha Hoople. I'll sell that to you for $29.99, Wayne, just because I know you're a Martha Hoople fan. $29.99 for Martha Hoople. $4 more. I'm going to go ahead and just lay it over here. Yeah. And then Alice Lowry said 15 on Foreigner. If that was for Double Vision, sure. Sell that to Alice for 15. James Bragg on 15 on ELO. Chad, he was right before you. Same offer. I'm going to go ahead and sell that to James. Chad, you were second on that. $15. Diner, we had Joe South, Games People Play, $9.99. The Best of Mountain, $19.99. And John Fogerty, Center Field, $19.99. Wayne said sold. That's what I was hoping and thinking. Journey Escape, just $19.99. Journey Escape. Firefall, Luna Sea was $9.99. Tina Turner, Private Dancer. I always mention this song. What's Love Got to Do with It? $19.99. Huge album. Portrait of the Who, $24.99. Neil Smith, Asia Japanese, $35. I think I put it up for $45. I will do $40 on that, Neil. That's called the splitting of the difference. And let's sell James Bragg Mountain. We'll go ahead and call that confirmed. James Bragg Mountain for $15. Stephen Chesney, 15 on Journey. Wow, I hate to do that, but no other takers, so sell that to Stephen Chesney. Shane, you were second on that. And let's go ahead and sell Asia to Neil Smith for 40. Neil Smith for 40. Okay, the Portrait of the Who is some earlier, wow, but it's got some great tracks on it. Bucket T, I'm a Boy, Pictures of Lily, I like that one. I Can See for Miles, I really like that one. Happy Jack, wasn't tall, but he wasn't fat. Marianne with the Shaky Hand. Substitute, oh, that's one of my favorites. $24.99, Portrait of the Who. That's nice. All right, so yeah, that's all of the vintage from tonight. It's all now in one bin. That's fantastic. That's what we love to see. Let me put up a couple more auctions right quick, and then I'm going to grab we try to find a bin maybe we hadn't flipped through in a while. I really don't have one on standby, but I'll see what I can find over here. Let's see. Deep Purple, Ozark. We just went through that one the other night. Yeah, we just went through that one. Let me see what's underneath it. Underneath it is David Bowie, Richie Havens, Jeff Beck, Meatloaf, James Taylor, Frank Zappa, Spanking Our Gang, George Lindsay, Yachts. I feel like we just went through that one, except for the front part. That looks like a condensed one. Rick Wakeman, The Beatles, The Outlaws, Jay Giles, Moody Blues, Boz Scaggs, Randy Newman, Ray Stevens, Jethro. Let's go through this one. This is on the very bottom of the stack. That tells me, yes, the NXS sold. We sold it for $25. Tells me maybe we hadn't been through in a while. Whenever we go back through that bin I just set off, that's going to be a pretty good one because it still had some good titles. The Deep Purple was Come Taste the Band. It was $26.99. All right, so I won't go through any of the new vinyl again for tonight. Maybe we can do something very quickly in just a second, but if you missed part one, I can run through a little bit. Let's go put up a couple more auctions, though. Let's do a Pat Benatar. And we got another Dead or Alive. I didn't know we had another one of those tonight. Pat Benatar, 7 the Hard Way, Japanese pressing. That's a $35 start, near mint with insert. Pat Benatar. And then Dead or Alive is called Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know. That's in shrink wrap. UK Now 86 video concert. Hop sticker with Obi. That's a $45 start. Okay, so these are all buy it now best offer. I don't know the last time we showed these. Pat Travers Band. It says January 20th. January 20th. Pat Travers, Go for What You Know. That's Pat Travers Live. These are all buy it now best offer. $19.99. Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick. I think this is of course, that's this must be it's $19.99. Yeah, I think this is like two different versions, which those are very long songs. $19.99. Was it like, how long is that song? It's pretty long. It's got some length to it. 38 Special, Strength in Numbers, $24.99 for 38 Special, Strength in Numbers. 2010, Original Music from the Motion Picture, $19.99, 2010. Ray Stevens, I Have Returned, $9.99, gold stamp promo. There Goes the Neighborhood, Joe Walsh, $19.99. Xavion, Burning Hot, white label. It's not a promo though. Xavion, Burning Hot, $19.99. Boz Scaggs, Down to Then Left, $19.99. Rufus and Shaka Khan Live, 2LP gold stamp promo, $19.99. Shane said Walsh, $15. Sold to Shane, $15. Running Scared soundtrack. Running Scared, $19.99. Another gold stamp promo. I think this is some stuff from that Arkansas purchase. Climax, Patti LaBelle, Michael McDonald, new edition. That was $19.99. Emmylou Harris, The Ballad of Sally Rose. Emmylou is $14.99. Ballad of Sally Rose. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play, $19.99. That does have the book with it. I remember that one. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, music by John Williams. This has the bonus 45 single with it, $29.99. Original soundtrack, Close Encounters. Shaka Khan. Let me figure out what we got here, Chris. Sell that to Chris Gardner for $15. Shaka Khan, Rufus, live. Chris, that's so to you. Thank you. Joni Mitchell, Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, $29.99. Really nice copy. That's a 2LP gatefold. Randy Newman, Little Criminals, $19.99. And Billy Preston Live European Tour. Billy Preston Live European Tour, $19.99. Billy Preston. Nice copy. Appears to be UK or Europe. John Fogerty, Center Field, $24.99. Zans Can't Dance. Center Field, $24.99. James Bragg, $25 on Joni. Sold. And Chris Gardner, probably my best price on this Close Encounters is $25. Got the bonus 45 with it. Appears to be very nice. $25 on that. James Bragg got Joni Mitchell for $25. Moving Pictures, Days of Innocence, $19.99 for Moving Pictures, Days of Innocence. Moxie, Under the Lights, that was $14.99. Little Steven, Voice of America, Gold Stamp promo, $19.99. Little Steven, Voice of America, $19.99. Mel Gibson is Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome, with Hype Sticker. And the Hype Sticker is advertising for a poster. It has the poster, $29.99. Mel Gibson is Mad Max, Beyond the Thunderdome, $29.99. No Small Affair, Original Motion Picture Soundtrack, $19.99. Boz Scaggs, Slow Dancer, $19.99. Boz Scaggs, Slow Dancer, $19.99. Dune, David Matthews, Dune, CTI label, $34.99. The wind must be picking up outside. I can hear it popping the roof. Lee Oscar, Before the Rain, $29.99. All right, I'm going to end these Japanese auctions. If anybody wants them, they're 30. I think I said 35 on Pat. Yeah, $35 and $45. Dead or Alive and Pat Benatar, $35 bot now. Dead or Alive is a $45 bot now. Those are available if you want them. Steve Martin, Let's Get Small, $14.99. I think it's called Let's Get Small. Steve Martin comedy album. And soundtrack to The Sting, VG Plus, $14.99. The Moody Blues Octave, that's a VG Plus, $9.99. Alan Parsons Project Eve, that's also a VG Plus, $14.99. Wow, Queen the Game, VG Plus, just $24.99. Where did that come from? VG Plus, $24.99. The Jacksons Triumph, that's a VG copy, $12.99. Jay Giles, Love Stinks, that's EX, $17.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3, a VG copy, $9.99. Kansas Leftoverture, another really good classic album, VG copy, $9.99. Kansas Leftoverture. Has a couple scuffs on it, none that I can feel. That's why it's VG. $9.99. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, is VG Plus, $14.99. And On Golden Pond, that is $14.99. David Bosworth, First to the Kansas. John Porter, you were second, it looks like. Material, One Down, $9.99. Jeff Beck with Jan Hammer Group, that's a VG Plus, $14.99. Jeff Beck Group, Rough and Ready, $19.99. Jeff Beck Flash, $19.99. Outlaws, Hurry Sundown, $19.99. And Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes, Call of the Wild, $24.99. A Journey Through the Past, a film by Neil Young, VG Plus, $24.99. Lou Reed, Street Hassle, does have some cover damage, $24.99. Vinyl's really clean. The Beatles is $24.99. Introducing the Beatles, that's one of the bootleg copies, and then there's another. Those are both unofficial / counterfeit copies, $24.99. Pebbles Volume 2, $24.99. Rick Wakeman, Journey to the Center of the Earth, $19.99. The Voice of Scott McKenzie, he's doing the hit song San Francisco. Be sure to wear flowers in your hair. $24.99. Well, I was going to show the Japanese stuff, but let me just wait on that. Derek Paris first on Pebbles. Derek Paris first on Pebbles. Or he offered $20 for it. My bad. Derek, 20. Sorry. Yes, that was a yes to 20. Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter. $24.99 for Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter. Live, Hotels, Motels, and Road Shows soundtrack. $34. I call it a soundtrack, but I think it's just a live comp. Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold. Those are really nice copies. That's in shrink wrap. The other one was a gold stamp promo near mint. Double, True, is it True Blue? No, the name of the band is Double. Name of the album is Blue. That is sealed. Never been opened. $24.99. Secret Admirer is $19.99. Gold stamp promo. The Jupiter Menace soundtrack. $19.99. Jupiter Menace soundtrack. Moscow on the Hudson soundtrack. $19.99. Daniel Amos. That is $24.99. DeGarmo and Key Band. $14.99. Toto. Turn Back. $19.99. Southside Johnny is $14.99. By the way, I'm seeing comments come in. I think there's 2 people watching an old video. Somebody just commented a bunch of question marks. There's 2 people right now watching an old video, and they're trying to buy stuff and buy something, and they're watching an old video. It happens all the time. You don't know how many times at 5 a.m. I'll still be awake, and I'll have random people that we've never had before. They'll be finding our videos, just where they pop up in people's news feed. And they'll be trying to buy stuff at 5 a.m. thinking it's a live feed. But it's not. So I'll have to message him here in just a second. Stan Peters, Sweet City Woman. Some people will watch it for hours before they get off and realize and see our message and realize they wasn't watching live. Stan Peters is $24.99. Sweet City Woman. Diodato Prelude is $19.99. And Dark Orchid, Sammy Nestico. That is $19.99. Boy, y'all were quiet on that, Ben. I think everybody's a little sleepy on me. Susie Breelove first on the Stampeders. That's sold to Susie. And let me show what didn't get sold or what we didn't get to in the Japanese bin. And I'll make these all buy it nows. They've never been shown except for these first 2. These first 2 I showed last night and they didn't get bids. I'm going to show them one more time. Jimi Hendrix soundtrack from the film Jimi Hendrix. That's a $65 buy it now. I think we recently saw that, Ben. Yeah, that was January 20th. I need to go to the back and make some crates. I'll probably do that tonight. So when we go back through stuff that's on sale, it'll be stuff from y'all hadn't seen in months and months. Yes, sorry, that was probably a little bit too recent. So if it's too recent, then it's like they just didn't recently sell. But I need to go find some stuff that y'all hadn't seen in months and months, or maybe ever. Or so a lot of y'all probably have never seen. Michael Jackson, Thriller, $65 buy it now. Somebody just commented, pretty sure I was in first on the Nirvana. Yeah, we need to get message him. Beach Boy, Terrell Lassiter. Yeah. They're almost at the point they're getting angry because they think I'm ignoring them, but it's an old feed. The Beach Boys, Endless Summer, $35 buy it now. These are all buy it now. These are all buy it now Japanese records we didn't get to. Air Supply, $29.99. This one is called The One That You Love, $29.99. These have not been shown before. The Commodores, self-titled, is $29.99. The Commodores, $29.99. The Beatles, 62 to 66, Japanese pressing with Obi, $54.99. $54.99. Pat Benatar, Tropico, $34.99. $34.99. The Beach Boys, LA album, the Light album, $39.99. Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, a top copy in shrink wrap with Obi, complete with inserts, $44.99 for Cyndi Lauper. The Beach Boys, Rock and Roll Best 20. This is a 20-track compilation, really good compilation by the Beach Boys, $39.99. There's the Beatles Blue album, Japanese press, $69.99. So if you're looking for a blue and a red Japanese, I can make you a package deal on both of them. I think they're both UK flag series too. Let me see here. Yes, they're both UK flag series. 62, 66, and 67 to 70. If anybody's interested in both, I'll go ahead and do a monstrous of a deal. $100 for both of them. $100 for both of them. And that was the Japanese stuff that did not get sold or was not shown tonight. That did not make it to the auction block. So our Japanese stuff, we run it. We sell most of it. What doesn't sell, I usually discount. And then at some point, I really discount it. Brent Hall said sold. That's for both of these Beatles comps for $100. And then Mark Shelton, one of the Commodores. So James Bragg, you were second on that. It was first sold to Brent Hall. And let me pull the Commodores. I'm assuming you wanted this one, Mark Shelton. We had that other one as well. I'm going to say that one. Clint Howard wants Cyndi Lauper for $35. I will, let me check on that one. Sure. I'll go ahead and sell that to Clint Howard for $35. True Colors. And David, I just sold it. I've been taking a lot of offers very quickly. We're trying to move right along. And Mark said, yes, that was the right Commodores. Okay. Yeah, some of y'all are pretty fast on that stuff. Pow. I'll show it. Y'all are right on top of it. Okay, I will recap maybe one bin of new vinyl here we went through tonight. Yep, let me do that. Maybe some people that didn't get to see some of that. Yeah, the Japanese ones of those sound amazing, those Beatle comps. The first time I ever listened to one was a mint red one. And the first track is Love Me Do, and I dropped the needle. It sounded like super vinyl, which a lot of that Japanese stuff is pretty much super vinyl quality, meaning I dropped the needle and there was no noise, and then all of a sudden that harmonica kicked in, and it was like, wow, this is like one of the best sounding versions of Love Me Do I've ever heard. And that came from a Japanese UK flag series, or US, it was one of the flag series, UK or US, Japanese press. Slipknot, All Hope Is Gone, $36.99. Radiohead, Kid Amnesia, $69.99. That's a triple LP maybe. Bridges to Babylon, Rolling Stones, $49.99. I've got a couple of those. Ozzy is on Silver with Red Swirl vinyl. Silver with Red Swirl, $42.99 for Ozzy. The Essential, Johnny Cash, 28 tracks, $36.99. The Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge, $49.99. XTC Skylarking, $34.99. That's a 200-gram remaster. The Arctic Monkeys, $29.99. AC/DC, Who Made Who, $31.99. Got a couple of those back in stock to put in the AC/DC bin. Eminem Curtain Call, The Hits, $42.99. Slayer, Rain in Blood, $36.99. AC/DC again, this is the Razor's Edge, $31.99. Pearl Jam 10, $28.99. Wasp, Babylon, $28.99. James Bragg wants Who Made Who, AC/DC. Don't get a lot of OG copies of that one. Wasp, Sabotage, Dead Winter's Dead, $59.99. The David Bowie Labyrinth soundtrack, $33.99. Fish, Big Boat, 2LP clear vinyl, $36.99. Sabotage Streets, a rock opera, $44.99. Sabotage Handful of Rain, $44.99. A lot of those Sabotage albums, or all of them, are on colored vinyl, I'm pretty sure. XTC Drums and Wires, $33.99. Ghost is $29.99. And Wake of Magellan, we actually have to pull that for, somebody had to put something back, and we had to pull that for them. Who was that? Hector Patino, maybe? We have a note for it. But yeah, Sabotage is sold. I got to order more of those. Sabotage Poets and Madmen, $54.99. David Bowie Heroes, $31.99. U2 October, $36.99. And we have Wasp, self-titled Wasp on red vinyl, $44.99. $44.99. Sure, I'll go through the bin over here next to me. if I get into a rhythm, I go through crates pretty fast. Especially if we're not having to pause a lot and pull stuff out. You get to do a lot of shopping. You get to see a lot of titles. Okay, we have Tom Petty. This is called Echo. Tom Petty Echo. Just $29.99 for Tom Petty Echo. Songs from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Red vinyl. 85th anniversary. $36.99. Red vinyl. Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas. $36.99. What Christmas means to me. Do you have any more of the XTC Merber 200 gram? No, but I will be ordering more if you want on that waiting list, Brent. And I'm probably going to go ahead and order the rest of their catalog. A lot of that was in stock, and I ordered this one, that one, and the ones that's been selling well, but I'm about to order all of them I can get because it looks like some people's trying to pick up at least one of each of them. Grateful Dead, $28.99. Splendor and Misery clipping, $26.99. I've got 2 copies of Danger, music on vinyl, $38.99. The Misfits Static Age, $33.99 for the Misfits Static Age. Blink-182, Enema of the State, $36.99. Chris Stapleton, Traveler, $36.99 for Chris Stapleton, Traveler. Morgan Wallen, Dangerous, that's a triple LP on colored vinyl, $56.99. James Bragg on Grateful Dead, sell that to James Bragg. Waitlist will be good. And None Such if you can get it. Will do. James Bragg also on the Misfits. So Brent Rabley needs on the XTC waitlist for Mummer and None Such. I'll see if I can get that one. Morgan Wallen's on colored vinyl. Nirvana Unplugged, $36.99. Steve Earle and the Dukes, Jerry Jeff, tribute to Jerry Jeff Walker, $33.99. That's a clear vinyl pressing. Turnpike Troubadours, Diamonds and Gasoline, $33.99. Robert Plant, he was in a band called Led Zeppelin, $34.99. Carry Fire. The Cars Greatest Hits, that's colored vinyl from Friday Music, $44.99. Deftones White Pony. Deftones is $31.99. Blink-182 is on black vinyl. Black vinyl. Boz Scaggs, this is on blue vinyl. That's a reissue of his first album. I've always mentioned Dwayne Allman is on lead guitar on that one. $44.99. Bill Withers, his Ultimate Collection is on colored vinyl. $26.99 for Bill Withers. That's his greatest hits. Jason wants Deftones. That is sold to Jason. Deftones. You got it. Fleetwood Mac, their self-titled album, $31.99, remastered. They say that sounds fantastic. I hadn't opened one of those yet. I may do that tonight. Kiss Asylum, 2014 remaster, new and sealed, $33.99. James Bragg on Bill Withers. I still have the Bill Withers MoFi pressings in stock if anybody's interested in those. They say that's a fantastic sounding record. I've got to open up one of those as myself and listen to it. Van Halen 2, $31.99. When I say they, all the many YouTube audiophile people I follow and check out the reviews. Women and Children First, $31.99. Dean Martin, Winter Wonderland. That's a Christmas album on colored vinyl. Let It Snow, Let It Snow, $24.99. Prince, 1999, is $39.99. Randy Davis on Fleetwood Mac. I need to order more of those. I ordered Fleetwood Mac to restock our bin, and I think they've all, out of all these crates, they're all sold. Do you have that collection on MoFi? If so, trade me in. Yeah, well, it's a Bill Withers hits. Let me see where those have ran off to. Is that those right here? Yeah, I've got 3 left. I'd like to keep one, but if we happen to sell the other 2 right now, I'll do it because I hope I can get more. But so yeah, they're $49.99. It's Bill Withers' greatest hits featuring just the 2 of us and Soul Shadows, but it also has Use Me, Ain't No Sunshine, Lean on Me, Grandma's Hands, and everybody has like, this is amazing sounding, so I kind of look forward to it. $49.99, so I'll swap you out. So if anybody wants this one, it has a few more tracks on it. It's on colored vinyl. It will still sound good. As far as sound quality, you can't beat this. unless they do a one-step or something else. I don't think you can beat that one right now. So we're going to change that one out for James, and I'm going to give Randy Fleetwood Mac. David Bosworth says he'll take Bill Withers. Are you the colored vinyl or MoFi? Colored or MoFi? And I'm down to last one of those and 2 MoFi. Actually, James says he'll take both. Okay. David wants the colored. Well, I guess that was still technically James's. Let's see. I guess that's still technically James's. So I guess he is wanting to keep that. So that's that. That was that note for Hector Patino. Remember, he wanted to put something back. Okay. David, let me see if I can order more of those. I hope I can. If I can, I will tag you, or James says he's going to go ahead and give it to you, and then James, I will see if I can get you one. Whatever y'all want to do, whoever wants it, I'm pretty sure I can get more of those. So, and then Brent Rabley takes a MoFi Withers. So go ahead and tag that for David Bosworth unless James absolutely wants it. And then Bill Withers is sold to Brent Rabley. And I've got one left. Now, if no one buys this, I'm going to tear this perforation, and I'm going to listen to it tonight. If not, it can be somebody's right now. I hope I can get more, but it may be the last one. Not just a sales pitch. If no one buys it, I'm going to open it and keep it. I don't have that one yet. Hank 3, Straight to Hell. That's on colored vinyl, $39.99. By the way, those Fastway records, I've got those around here somewhere. I listed one on eBay for $44.99, and it sold immediately. It sold so fast, I didn't even really realize it had sold until I got a notification about something else selling, and I checked to see what we needed to ship out, and that thing had sold, and I went and I looked at it, and I was like, man, we sold that fast after I listed. So I still got those Fastway. That tells me a lot of people are grabbing those up. Eminem, the Eminem Show Expanded Edition, $119.99. The Eminem Show Expanded Edition. That is $119.99. I've got one copy left of 10 Years. The Autumn Effect, $38.99. A Perfect Circle is $49.99. And Fish, that is LP4. I think that's how they call that. That's on colored vinyl, May 22nd, 2000. $29.99. Fish. They're doing Ghost and Ghost Continued. $29.99. Okay, so that Bill Withers goes to David Bosworth, and we'll make a note. We'll basically make a wait list for that. The Fastway title is, well, I've got self-titled, but I also have a couple copies of Trick or Treat that I have still on eBay as well. So let's see. Let's go through one more crate. What time is it? Let's go through one more crate of new vinyl very quickly, since that one was a hit. And I think I compiled this one a while back. It's like some stuff that I can't believe hadn't sold. Some of our best sellers. So you may see some stuff. And also, somebody asked about the Black Album. Brent, I got a bunch of them. So if you need to come swap one out, I think you pick up. Just bring that one back and we'll swap out. David says, give me the last MoFi Withers. Okay. So actually, that last colored vinyl, Bill Withers, tag that for James Bragg, and then give this one to David Bosworth. So that's James Bragg's. Yeah. Okay. T-Rex, Electric Warrior. This is $56.99. Yes, we're still live. This is an Abbey Road half-speed master. Bang a gong, get it on. T-Rex, Electric Warrior, half-speed master, $56.99. Tool Undertow, $36.99. Tool Undertow, $36.99. Tool Lateralis, 2LP picture disc. That is $46.99. Tool Lateralis, 2LP picture disc. Tonic Lemon Parade. If you could only see, $38.99 for Tonic Lemon Parade. The best of Tommy James and the Shondells. That's on red vinyl from Friday Music. Red vinyl, Friday Music. Best of Tommy James, $39.99. $39.99. Tears for Fears, Rule the World. This is a greatest hits. I can put on Bill, Wife is Good Again. There you go. Yeah, Bill Withers is absolutely fantastic. He just passed away a couple years ago. Their greatest hits, Tears for Fears, Rule the World, $46.99 for those. I've got 2 of them. Actually, yeah, well, it's kind of weird. This one's $36.99. This one was an import, and it's $10 more, but they're $36.99 actually. Usually when I get an import in, I just go ahead and, or when I get the US in, I mark down the imports and just match the price, even though I'm probably not making any money, but that's what happens. Sponge, Rotting Pinata, $41.99. Limited to 1,500 on flaming colored vinyl. The Smiths, Strange Ways, Here We Come, $36.99 for the Smiths. Savatage, Power of the Night, $37.99 for Savatage. Monster, REM, Monster is $33.99. The Ramones, self-titled, $28.99 for the Ramones. Quiet Riot, Metal Health, $37.99 for Quiet Riot. The Police, Greatest Hits, they're actually pressing this again. It's going to be the same price, and it's not the Abbey Road Has to Be Master, I don't think. It's kind of strange. But that is $49.99 for Police Greatest Hits. Mr. Big, Lean Into It, $36.99, Mr. Big. Brent Hall wants Monster, REM. I've got one of those left now. Mr. Big. Jamiroquai, Traveling Without Moving, $56.99. That is the 25th anniversary on colored vinyl. Jamiroquai, $56.99. Audio Slave, $39.99. I still got those, surprisingly. Grim Reaper and Jackal. Jackal is a music on vinyl, self-titled, and Grim Reaper, self-titled. Those are $37 and $38.99. Brent Hall on Jam. That's Jamiroquai. I sold a lot of those on the pre-order when that first came out. Green Day, American Idiot, $36.99. And we've got The Cure, 17 Seconds, $31.99 for The Cure, 17 Seconds. The Cranberries, $31.99. Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? The Counting Crows, August and Everything After, $49.99. Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, Degradation Trip. First time on vinyl. That's the only way you can get this on vinyl unless you get the 2-in-1 with the other Degradation Trip. That is $46.99. Bare Naked Ladies. This is the limited and numbered on colored vinyl. It's been 1 week. Y'all have all heard that song, $38.99. And Jeff Beck, 1968. It's an unofficial live Jeff Beck with Rod Stewart on vocals, $33.99. And The Velvet Underground Collected, $44.99. Chad Regal wants T-Rex, the Half-Speed Master. That sold to Chad Regal. And James Bragg on JC, and that was Jerry Cantrell. Michael Nath on Bare Naked Ladies, Stunt. And Scott Smith on Jeff Beck. Velvet Underground, the last record in there was Kid Rock's Greatest Hits, featuring the #1 smash single, Ba Dida Wada Ba. He can say it a lot better. Ba Diddy Wad, the ding bang dingy dingy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know if it was actually, I don't think it was a #1 hit. It's a cool song though. $36.99. What is it? What's the actual terms of that one? Ba Diddy Dang, Da Wang Dang, Dingy Diggy. James Bragg on Velvet Underground. That's so to James Bragg. The Velvet Underground. Very important in rock history, to say the least. And I'm trying my best to sell Kid Rock. He was actually, he was in our store, when was that? I guess it was about a year ago. He came in the store. My mom was here. I wasn't here. I didn't get to meet him. But I went back on the camera footage because I didn't believe her at first. I was like, there's no way. There's been several celebrities in here in the last couple of years. They usually keep a low profile. But I went back into security footage, and sure enough, when he was checking out, he turned around, and he went right for the case section. And I know what he was looking for. He was looking for his albums. But at the time, pretty much nothing of his, like, I don't know if y'all remember, go back and look at the sales history. About a year ago, this was a minimum $100 LP, Kid Rock's. Nothing was in print, and all of his other stuff is not cheap either. And I was like, if I was here, I would have been like, hey, man, why don't you talk to your label and get some of your records in production, because we could sell the heck out of them. Sure enough, it wasn't too long after that this album came back in print, but he was probably like, hey, I'm going to record stores, and where's my records at? But yeah, he lives kind of locally, I think, around here. I think he was buying some stuff for his house. What was the last VU? There was only this one, Velvet Underground Collected. And Michael, that was, I think I got one more copy if you want it. That was the Velvet Underground Collected, $44.99. What was the last Bare Naked? The Bare Naked Ladies was called Stunt. And their hit song was 1 week. It's been 1 week since you looked at me or something. Threw your hands in the air. I'm crazy or something like that. And that's $38.99. I will try to find you another Velvet Underground Collected. If not, I need to order more anyway, and I will get you one. James Bragg says, I'll take it. That was Bare Naked Ladies. So yeah, Music on Vinyl put out a couple really good albums for the first time on vinyl. Bare Naked Ladies had that hit song, and the other one, which if you don't have it already, I like this one more. This is Tonic Lemon Parade. I really like that song. If you could only see. This was a huge album, of course, in the 90s. First time on vinyl, Tonic Lemon Parade. This is the OG, $38.99. And I need to order more of those too. There's a lot of these because we've sold a ton of them. Tonic Lemon Parade. That's $38.99. What else was in here? Some of these Music on Vinyl titles are first time on vinyl. Jerry Cantrell was first time on vinyl. And then some of these, of course, from the 90s are impossible to find, like the Cranberries and Counting Crows. The Cure, we know how difficult those are. Green Day. If you notice, a lot of our new vinyl is stuff that's very tough to get original copies of. I mean, everything in this bin, with the exception of maybe T-Rex, which isn't too easy to find, and maybe that, which we get those quite often. Brad Paisley. There's pretty much nothing by Brad Paisley on vinyl, and Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney has no LPs. There's never been an LP 12-inch full-length album of anything Kenny Chesney ever made on vinyl, ever, which blows my mind. That's something else that really needs a greatest hits made. James Bragg takes the last Tonic Lemon Parade. Nothing by Brad Paisley, really. I mean, there's stuff out there, but nothing. There needs to be a hits comp or something made. There's a lot of country artists. What's some of those other ones? Brooks and Dunn. Oh my gosh, we could sell those in a hurry. But yeah, most of the stuff we carry on new vinyl, with the exception of a few things. I mean, any OG record in here would be a top record for a night, especially Tool. I mean, we had an original Tool Undertow back. No, we had Anima. We had Tool Anima from the Birmingham collection. No, it's $1,000 record, so not bad for $36.99. Does this one have Sober on it? Sober's on here. That's the one I know for sure. But yeah, that's a Anima is very expensive though. Never been reissued. Okay, I don't think I can sell you anything else. Well, let me take that back. I know I could sell you something else, but we'll stop. I saw we had a couple interest in the Grateful Dead earlier. We have Dylan and the Dead, $28.99. Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead, $28.99. Yeah, some of y'all that have just been recently following us, you would have lost your mind over the Birmingham collection. It was all 90s and 2000s, mid-90s up through the early 2000s stuff on vinyl. This Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead is $28.99. Any OG Metallica? Not tonight. There's a few in the Austin collection, but no, OG Metallica is not something we normally would have laying around. That stuff gets promoted, auctioned off, and sold, and we really don't own it, but maybe a few days. It's the honest truth. Any kind of OG metal, stuff like that. James Bragg wants a Dylan and the Dead. There's those Genesis. I thought we sold out of them. I actually ordered more, but there they are. I thought we sold out in the store. This is Genesis Invisible Touch Remaster, $31.99. Let me see what else is in here. Might be of interest. Let's see. Richard Marx. Not many copies left of REM Out of Time. Rage Against the Machine. Renegades. Renegades of Funk, $31.99. The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Genesis. Miles Davis, that's a mono pressing at RTI, from RTI. Flood, They Might Be Giants. The Clash Hits Back. Lots of Black Sabbath titles. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Master of Reality. Slipknot, The Gray Chapter, $36.99. Scott Smith wants Genesis, We Can't Dance. We Can't Dance. I don't have that one, or did I just show it? We Can't Dance. That's that later one. I have a waiting list for that one. Flood is $46.99. That's a music on vinyl pressing. I don't think I have that one right now, Scott. The one I just showed was Invisible Touch and The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Let's see. Slipknot. There's the newest Collective Soul album. That's on the blue vinyl, $31.99. Star Wars, music from The Mandalorian, Rogue One, and Solo, $44.99. A Perfect Circle. Stone Sour. Yes, self-titled, expanded. Blind Melon, that's another album from the 90s. I think OGs of that do exist. Not easy to come by. Jerry Rafferty, CD 2LP on colored vinyl. And Pixies, Best of Pixies, $39.99. I've also got Weezer, the Blue Album, $33.99. Pearl Jam Verses, $34.99. And Greta Van Fleet From the Fires, $36.99. All right, I guess I'll stop there. Shane wants Weezer, and James Bragg wants BM, just when I thought we were done. And Scott Smith wants on the wait list for Genesis, We Can't Dance. So who was first there? Shane wants Weezer. And then James Bragg on the Blind Melon. And Scott Smith on the wait list for Genesis. And Jared Benoit on Wasp. Which one, Jared? Was that... which one was that? The red vinyl? We had Babylon and we had self-titled on red vinyl. Let's see here. Motley Crue, Silverchair. We still got the Silverchair Live, the limited numbered record store day. I need to check those on Discogs. That was the UK. $39.99 for Silverchair Live. Rush, we've only got 3 of these left. Permanent Waves, the 180 gram. And what else? Chris Cornell Collection, $49.99. Chris Cornell, one of the greatest vocalists of all time. Here's a very expensive OG, Cake Fashion Nugget, $33.99. Cake Fashion Nugget. That has their hit song, The Distance. Jared wanted the self-titled Wasp on red vinyl. I now have 3 of those left. Red vinyl Wasp. That is sold to Jared Benoit. I hope I say your last name right. And then James Bragg wants a Silverchair Live. Silverchair Live. I've got a couple of those left. That's sold to James Bragg. And what else? Cake, Kiss, Peter Criss, The Clash. Let's see here. Tyler Childers. I need to pull those out and put them with the other ones. That's Long Violent History. Long Violent History, $36.99. Hendrix, Motley Crue, and Dave Matthews Band. Somebody messaged the page wanting to see if we still had these. They said they couldn't find one anywhere else or something. Maybe that was a different record. I saw a message pop up the other day. It's like, or maybe somebody messaged me. They was like, do you still have such and such album? I can't find it anywhere. Of course we have it. Dave Matthews Band, $42.99. Okay. I think we'll stop there. We're going to start pricing records for tomorrow night's sale. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll have stuff from that Murfreesboro collection. I've got remastered, out-of-print stuff I'm going to start pricing. John will be pricing OG stuff from various collections. And, yeah, we're going to be back here again tonight doing this again. So, thanks for watching. Good night from Collect Co. here in Lebanon. And we'll see you again tomorrow night.